Okay, so imagine you're throwing a Halloween party with your new partner. You send out the invites, you book the venue, you're planning to have a good time. And then your ex shows up. Not just shows up and starts filming herself dancing to Don't Cha Wish Your Girlfriend Was Hot Like Me. I'm not making this up. This is real Love Island aftermath, and it gets so much messier. Because that same week, Olandria's ex-partner posts his own elaborate girlfriend proposal, complete with a caption that has the internet convinced it's throwing shade. And we're talking roses, saxophones, the whole production. Meanwhile, Nic and Olandria are just trying to build something real on their own timeline, and for that, they're getting dragged by everyone. The timing of all this, the captions people are analyzing, the song choice at that party? I'm going to walk you through all of it because this is a masterclass in messy reality TV aftermath. So if you're here for premium dysfunction, you're in the right place. Real quick before we get into it, subscribe if you want more reality TV breakdowns like this, and hit the like button so YouTube knows you're into chaos. There's also this new hype button that helps the channel, so if you're feeling generous, click that too. Alright, let's get into this disaster. Quick context for anyone who didn't watch Love Island USA Season 7. Nic and Olandria, or Nicolandria as fans call them, had undeniable chemistry from day one, but spent most of the season coupled with other people. After some villa drama and a few twists, they finally got together in the last week and came in second place. The internet shipped them so hard that fan edits were trending before they even kissed. Post-show, they've been doing the whole taking it slow thing. No official labels, no grand proposal, just two people genuinely getting to know each other. And for that, they're getting dragged by everyone from their exes to random internet strangers, questioning if their relationship is even real. Which brings us to late October 2025, when things got exceptionally messy. Nic and Olandria decide to host a Halloween party in LA, a pretty standard post-reality TV show move. Influencer event, photo opportunities, brand partnership with Agua de Kefir, the whole deal. They promoted on social media with a flyer listing special guests from their Love Island season. Standard stuff. Fans are excited to see the cast reunite. But here's where this goes from a normal party to a full-blown internet incident. Cierra Ortega shows up.
Huh? Why?
Now let me be clear about something. This party was at a public venue in LA. Anyone could technically buy a ticket or get on the list. It wasn't like Cierra crashed a private dinner at someone's home. But the optics? The optics were absolutely unhinged.
First off, I just don't even know why Cierra would attend, because wasn't this like a Nic party and then he brought guests, you know, like all of Love Island?
Your ex-boyfriend is hosting a party with his new girlfriend, the woman he's now dating after you, and you decide, yeah, I should definitely make an appearance there? I need to study this level of confidence. But wait, because Cierra didn't just show up, she showed up and immediately started posting content to social media.
Anywho, here's the video of Cierra with Nic in the background. And then we have this video Cierra posted. And people are accusing her of intentionally posting that video with that song. Look, Cierra lives in LA. She can go to whatever party she wants to go to. If I were Cierra, I wouldn't attend. And no, I don't think it was just a coincidence that she posted that video with that song. I'm sorry, I think Cierra is a bit more calculated than that. That's just my opinion. But who knows, guys? Maybe Cierra attended the party because she wanted to run into, I don't know, some other people. I really don't know who, because I know she's not friends with Bella, because when Cierra had gotten booted off of Love Island, Bella had made a post supporting Love Island's decision. We know she's not friends with Olandria. I have no idea where she stands with Iris. They were friends in the villa. It doesn't seem like they've hung out ever since.
Photos at the venue, videos with other attendees, the whole influencer playbook. Now, if Cierra had just shown up, taken a few photos, and left quietly, this might have been a footnote in Love Island drama history. Weird? Yes. Memorable? Probably not. But then the DJ played Don't Cha by the Pussycat Dolls.
Anyways, maybe Synergy invited Cierra, or she came as someone's guest. Diplo also performed at the party, and at one point he does a remix of the Pussycat Dolls' Don't Cha. If you were too young, there is a lyric in the song that says, "Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?" At this point, Cierra is recording, then pans the camera to herself and says, "Don't Cha," while Nic and Olandria are standing right behind her. Super fast and really blurry, but you can tell Nic and Olandria are behind her because you can see the green from their costumes.
For context, Don't Cha is a song whose entire thesis statement is basically about wishing someone's girlfriend was different. It's not subtle, it's the opposite of subtle. It's the musical equivalent of showing up to your ex's wedding in a white dress. The internet absolutely lost it, because at that point, the subtext became the entire text. Fans immediately started dissecting. Was this intentional shade? Did Cierra request this song? Was the timing just an unfortunate coincidence? Comments under the various reposts of Cierra's video were brutal. The fact that she's at her ex's party dancing to Don't Cha is insane behavior.
But the fact that Cierra decided to pop her ass up at a Nicolandria event, like, this level of obsession needs to be studied. Like, this really is the disease of the LA influencer right here. Because why the fuck are you showing up at an event to, like, troll, like, just so that people will talk about you, like we are right now? Obviously, like, I'm giving you what you want, right? But this is just such a level of desperation that it's like, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the attention you ordered. But it's like, at what cost, baby? At what cost to your dignity? At what cost? Like this is just actually insane.
Imagine going to your ex's party with his new girlfriend and posting this, the secondhand embarrassment I'm experiencing. She said, if I can't have him, I'm going to make sure everyone knows I think I'm better than her. This is unhinged. The Nicolandria defenders came out in full force, calling Cierra's attendance disrespectful and her social media posts intentionally provocative. Meanwhile, Team Cierra argued she had every right to be there, and people were reading too much into a random song at a party. So obviously, with the internet in full meltdown mode, people started demanding answers. And Cierra, she addressed it, but in a way that somehow made things more dramatic. In a TikTok video, she explained,
LA is big, but LA is small, okay? Especially when, like, events and certain things are going on, and sometimes groups of people come together that you wouldn't expect to be coming together, and that's just how it happens.
She explained that she'd been invited by another castmate who was listed as a special guest on the party flyer. So technically, she wasn't crashing. She was a +1 to an official guest. Why am I gonna say no to my friend, she said. Fair enough on the surface. But then she added something that really set people off. She claimed that nobody from the cast, not Nic, not Olandria, literally nobody, had reached out to her after she was removed from the villa. After I left that show, not a text, not a call, not a DM, nothing from anybody, she said. So it's just weird to me that it's an issue for me to be there when I wasn't even invited by them specifically. And look, I get where she's coming from. If you go through something publicly difficult and none of your supposed friends check on you, that stings. I understand why she'd feel justified in showing up to their party if someone else invited her. But here's the thing. Does the lack of communication justify the don't cha energy? Because attending out of loyalty to a friend who invited you is one thing. Posting that specific moment to social media is a choice that feels deliberately provocative. Meanwhile, Nic and Olandria, they haven't publicly responded to any of this. They're just continuing to live their lives, which honestly might be the most mature response possible. What's your take? Was Cierra justified in going, or should she have declined the invitation? And either way, was posting that video crossing a line? Let me know below. Now, here's where the story gets even more interesting, because the Halloween party wasn't the only drama happening that week. Just days before or after the party, Taylor Williams, Landria's ex-partner from the villa, posted a video asking Clarke Carraway to officially be his girlfriend. And listen, the proposal itself was elaborate. We're talking a rooftop venue, an aisle lined with roses leading to candles, a massive heart-shaped arrangement made entirely of roses, a neon sign reading, "Will you be my bae?" And get this, a literal saxophone player. Very romantic, very grand, very public. But here's what made the internet explode. In the caption of his Instagram post, Taylor wrote, "It's official. I pick you always." Sound familiar? That's exactly what Taylor said when he chose Clarke over Olandria during Casa Amor. Those exact words. I pick Clarke. The internet immediately jumped on this as shade directed at Olandria.
As you guys know, Taylor and Clarke made it official yesterday. And Taylor made this comment that shook the whole Olandria fan base. He said, "I pick Clarke always." Some said he's gonna use this corny tagline until the clout runs out, which is soon. Just Aggie, bro. And other people said, y'all called the woman he loves a man and then celebrated when he almost. I hope he stays on y'all necks forever. Me personally, I get both sides. I could see how him saying that is kind of making fun of Olandria, but I also see him as using that as in he's going to choose Clarke every time. Like, that was his person. He knew since the moment that they started talking to each other, whatever. Like, he just knew. And at the end of the day, it's not like he's stealing somebody else's line. Like, that is his line. He made that line. And it has been popular. Like, everybody has been saying it. I pick Clarke. But it's the problem when he uses his own line. I pick Clarke always.
The timing alone, right around the same time as the Halloween party drama, felt pointed. And the fact that Nic and Olandria still haven't done any kind of public girlfriend or boyfriend proposal made the contrast even more obvious. Comments under Taylor's post ranged from congratulations to people bringing up how he treated Olandria. I still think him and Clarke have the most real relationship. They really are cute together in GL. But also, y'all remember how he left Olandria though? Oh, and one more detail that makes this even more layered. Taylor was on crutches during this entire romantic proposal because he'd been recovering from a horse riding accident at a rodeo back in August. He literally got thrown from his horse and trampled, had to have surgery, the whole nine. Clarke stayed by his side throughout his recovery, so on one hand, you have to give him credit. Even injured, he pulled out all the stops for this proposal. But on the other hand, that caption, the timing, the grand gesture while Nicolandria is being dragged for not doing exactly this kind of thing, the optics are interesting to say the least. And this is where we need to talk about what's really happening here. Nic and Olandria are being publicly roasted for not rushing into labels, not making grand gestures, not performing their relationship the way the internet demands. Meanwhile, Taylor and Clarke are being celebrated for doing exactly those things, even though they've known each other for roughly the same amount of time. But here's what's fascinating. Which relationship approach is actually healthier? Taylor and Clarke moved fast. They went from Casa Amor coupling to exclusive in the villa, and now they're making it Instagram official with roses and saxophones. It's romantic. It's public. It's decisive. Nic and Olandria are taking their time. They're building a foundation, going on trips together, meeting each other's families, letting things develop naturally without the pressure of performance. And guess which couple is getting more hate? The internet seems to have decided that if you're not rushing to put a label on it and announce it to the world, your relationship must be fake. As if taking your time and being intentional about building something real is somehow less valid than grand romantic gestures. Now, to her credit, Olandria has not been silent about the criticism and speculation surrounding her relationship. In multiple interviews and social media posts, she's addressed the hate directly, particularly the criticism she's faced for dating a white man. Olandria addressed this head-on.
For all of this, I was always open. Obviously, I love Black love. Like, I grew up in the Deep South, seeing Black love like that. Obviously, my mind goes to that first. But I don't know, moving to Houston is such a big melting pot. I've talked to Asian guys. I've talked to Hispanic guys. Y'all, I've talked to people, okay? I never knew I was going to be in like a publicized relationship with a white man. No, I did not. But it's like, I'm just so baffled because it's 2025. I thought we were in a progressive society. But to know that people would hate you because you're giving a white guy a chance, like, I'm like, I understand it. It's 2025. This is not Loving versus Virginia. Like, I'm confused on white just because I chose love over preference, you hate me. You think I'm pushing this whole agenda? It's like, no, I'm with somebody that truly values me, that literally worships the ground that I walk on and that hears me. You get what I'm saying? Like, he treats me well. He treats me good. I'm not understanding the whole discourse on social media and for the whole social media to be so fixated on me and mine. It's like, all these people that you know what I'm saying, that's a part of the show, and you're so fixated on me and mine. I'm not understanding that. I'm all for women being treated correctly regardless. I don't look at, oh, but he's white. Oh, but he's this. I'm like, girl, if he treated you right, go where you treated at. Go where you treated right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I truly feel like when it comes to Black women, people don't think we deserve nice things, or people don't think we deserve to experience things. They think we should just work so hard to get to where I'm like, no. I shouldn't have to be with a nonchalant man that don't really care about, you know what I mean? Like, I want to go where I'm valued at, you know what I mean? Like, I've had great experiences with other people as well, but it's just like, he's a great guy too. I think people can't seem to see past the skin color. I'm like, if you see past that, he's a great man. He's a great guy. Like, why can't you just see that? They see the skin color first. I'm like, this is not what we're doing. Yeah, he's a great guy. And if Nic was treating me terribly, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be with him. You get what I'm saying? But he treats me, this is what y'all see online, he treats me like that off screen as well.
She gave specific examples that sound a hell of a lot more real than any neon sign or saxophone player.
Even if it's just like a single opportunity for me, the way he just speaks life over me, the way he just always telling me how much he's proud of me and things like that, just always trying to, you know what I'm saying, push me into those spaces, or even allow me to come into some of his spaces to even make my image bigger or whatever. I don't know, he's just always like my number one fan, online and offline, always speaking so much life into me, checking in on me mentally, make sure I'm okay, make sure I'm good, flying in. Like, even with New York, the fashion week with New York, Nic had no plans to go. He heard I was walking. He was like, I'm flying in for that. Like, I want to support you. I want to be there for you. And just to see those videos of him just smiling with the camera and following me, like, it just melts my heart. He literally just wants to just be there for me. And it's so funny because prior to me knowing that I can actually invite him to that show, because I didn't know how many tickets I could get, he was literally asking his team, like, I want to, like, support her in the best way I can. Like, how can I do that? Give me advice on how I can be that person for her. Like, how can I support her? How can I do this? How can I do that? So he fought to be there to support me and things like that. So he literally flew in for those 24 hours just to see me, just to support me, be there with me. And he was like, I hope you know, like, you're the only reason why I came to New York. I really just want to support you and do that for you. So
my
like,
goodness.
that's the conversations people don't see. And it's not for them to see, it's for me to see and for me to share with people. But one thing about it, Nick is going to make a way. His schedule is dumb packed. If he got to cancel the show, if he got to move some things around and be there for me to support me in that moment in time, he would do just that.
And honestly, that sounds pretty damn real to me. Those are the kinds of specific, unglamorous relationship details that are hard to fake. Flying in for 24 hours isn't Instagram content. Checking on someone's mental health isn't a grand gesture. These are the quiet, consistent things that actually build a relationship. But because it's not being performed for the cameras, people question if it's real. Let's be real about what's happening here. Taylor posts a girlfriend proposal with all the bells and whistles, uses the same words he used when he dumped Olandria, and people celebrate it as romantic. Cierra shows up to her ex's party, posts content with a song about wishing your girlfriend was different, and people debate whether she was justified. Meanwhile, Nic and Olandria are just living their lives, going on trips, building a connection, not performing for anyone. And they're the ones being called fake? The math isn't math. Look, I'm not saying Taylor and Clarke's relationship isn't real. By all accounts, Clarke stuck by him through a literal horse-trampling injury and recovery. That's commitment. But the idea that Nicolandria is somehow less valid because they're not rushing to make grand public declarations, that's ridiculous. Some of the strongest relationships I know took years to make it official. Some people who rushed to post couple photos and relationship updates were broken up within months. Performance doesn't equal authenticity, and the lack of performance doesn't equal fakery. So where does all of this leave us at the end of October 2024? You've got Cierra, who attended her ex's party with a +1 invitation, posted content that many saw as shady, and defended her right to be there since no one from the cast had reached out to her after her exit. You've got Taylor, who made things official with Clarke via an elaborate proposal complete with his signature phrase, "I pick Clarke always." Whether that was shade toward Olandria or just a genuine celebration of his relationship is still up for debate. And you've got Nic and Olandria, who are quietly building a relationship on their own timeline, facing criticism from all sides for not performing their love story the way the internet demands. Here's what I actually think is happening. Everyone in this situation is messy in their own way. That's just human nature. But the couple getting the most hate is the one that's actually trying to do things right. Is it messy that Cierra went to the party? Yeah, probably. But does she have the right to live her life and attend events she's invited to? Also, yes. Is it potentially shady that Taylor used that specific caption? Maybe. But does he have the right to celebrate his relationship however he wants? Absolutely. Should Nic and Olandria have to rush into making their relationship Instagram official just to prove it's real to strangers? Absolutely not. The real issue is that we're watching real people navigate real emotions and real relationships under the microscope of public opinion. And that's always going to be messy because people are messy. What I find most fascinating about this entire situation is how it reveals our collective need to categorize relationships as either real or fake, genuine, or for clout, as if relationships exist in these neat little boxes. The truth is, most relationships exist in the gray area. You can genuinely care about someone and be aware that your relationship generates content and engagement. You can take your time developing feelings and be strategic about what you share publicly. You can be building something real and dealing with the pressure of fan expectations. Maybe Nic and Olandria's connection is growing slowly and genuinely, exactly as they say it is. Maybe external pressure and constant speculation actually makes relationships harder, not easier. Maybe, and this might be radical, we could just let people date without turning it into a forensic investigation. As for the party situation, look, I'm not saying Cierra's approach was the height of maturity. Posting yourself vibing to Don't Che at your ex's party with his new girlfriend is a choice. But I'm also not going to pretend that if I were in her shoes, feeling abandoned by people who were supposed to be friends, getting invited by someone else, I wouldn't be tempted to show up and make my presence known. Is it the healthy choice? Probably not. Is it understandable human behavior? Absolutely. The truth is, we'll probably never know the full truth of what happened between any of these people. We're seeing edited footage, curated social media posts, and carefully worded interviews. The actual conversations, the private moments, the real feelings, those are theirs alone. But what we can see is this. While everyone else is performing their relationships with roses and saxophones and shady party appearances, Nic and Olandria are just trying to build something real. And maybe that's exactly why people are so convinced it's fake. Because we've become so used to relationships being performed for our entertainment, that quiet, genuine connection looks suspicious by comparison. So I'm turning it over to you. Who do you think is in the right here? Is anyone fully in the wrong? Or is this just a situation where everyone's a little bit messy and that's okay? Let me know in the comments because I genuinely love reading your perspectives on these situations. And if you made it this far, you're the real MVP. Subscribe for more reality TV chaos, hit that like button, and smash the hype button if you're feeling generous. Because there's always more drama where this came from. Until next time.